Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti at the Ballarat Turf Club on Thursday afternoon, Pete.
Yes.
And you were here today to witness the inaugural running of the Group 1 Hotham.
The Group 1 Hotham.
Tell us a little bit about the Group 1 Hotham.
Exciting, actually. It was, for people who don't know the concept, it's basically probably the worst 16 maideners in Australia, probably in Victoria, you would say. There was
over what distance?
1200, so it's a reverse ballot. So
what was the lowest rated horse in that race?
I actually didn't see, because I mean the maidens don't put the rating up, but they just go on, I think.
So like 40s?
There was 100, yeah, they would be. There was 160 noms, so the worst 16 horses that they got in, and I think it ended up being 399 starts between them for, well, obviously no wins.
No wins.
And
the prize money?
Placings. 50 grand of
50?
27.5 to the winner.
And you've got a picture of the trophy to show?
Yeah, and it was 3.5 metres high.
3.5 metre trophy.
Yeah.
For the worst horse.
Worst horse.
So did the best of the worst win?
By the ratings, or by the form, it did. And it used to be a Daniel Bowman trained horse that he sold off to Trent Wells, the former jump jockey in Tasmania. So they actually come over on the ferry.
Really?
With the horse. And
so Trent Wells has out-trained Daniel Bowman. Is that what you're saying?
I did post something of this.
I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah. Daniel Bowman come back with a reply. Yeah, out-trained by Trent Wells. But
just check your wheel nuts on your car, he said, when you leave.
Yeah, but look, good result. And Trent, he's a bit of a joke. He played it up for what it was. And
good on him.
Good result, I think. Good initiative. Sportsbet, and well done to the club. Just
thinking outside the square.
Well, I would say most of those horses probably will never have won a race. I think now the stats say 415 starts for one win. You can almost bet that the other 15 might struggle to win a race. So well done to Trent Wells, and woohoo! Well named, yeah.
All right, mate. Well, we're going to go back through last week's runners.
Yep, we'll go back.
And there was plenty of them.
Yeah, we're back. It was 7 days ago here.
We were here last week.
Ransom Money. Finished second, and a good run for second
exceeded expectations second up, yeah. And very good run, so watch out for him next start.
Got him in tomorrow night, but unfortunately fourth emergency, so it was a bit tricky, the calendar. So I think he pulled up well, was happy to run him, but we just need to get a run now, and if we don't get a run on Friday, we're going to have to search the calendar, because there's not much around for another 2 weeks. Raining Meteor same day, ran 5th at Gosford, and I think we're all pretty happy with that, because he ran as good as he did first up when he ran third.
Yeah, well, Matthew Smith's done a lot of work on him.
Yeah.
And as we said, he seems to go better on the Victorian leg, the New South Wales leg, than the Victorian leg, and he ran nicely, and he's not far off a win.
Race is next week, Darren. We'll speak about that shortly. I ventured down to Hamilton. I think we went from a good 4 at Ballarat the day before, and I went down to Hamilton. It was heavy 10. We had Artie Sano run a much better race, although we, were confident he could win. He was only beaten a neck and, yeah, at least it gives us something to go forward with.
Well, the run at Swan Hill was too bad to be true, wasn't it?
Shocking run on a hard track.
Too bad to be true, and gave us all a little bit more confidence, wasn't it, to see him bounce back like that. And I don't think he ever quite looked the winner, but I was just pleased that he was able to run third. And look, he's work in progress, and he might be a year away, but it'd be nice to win a race with him before the tracks get too hard, and put him out and bring him back next year. Should develop into a nice day.
I think so. That night you went to the Valley. We had Connery have his second start. He ran well to finish 4th.
Yeah, well disappointed. Archie was very disappointed. But look, he was flat, and he was the first one off the bridle. Just his class got him into 4th. But Archie's hoping he just had a bad night, and he didn't look as good in the coat, he said, and he was under pressure a fair way out. But he got to the line okay. Yeah. So he's just going to go and pick a maiden up with him now, and then decide whether to push on or put him out till next season. I
think time will tell. It wasn't a bad race either, the Valley race.
Very strong race.
Yeah. The next day we had Yogi at Flemington, finished 6th, and yeah, he was under pressure a long way out, but he kept getting to the line. It was a bit of a teasing run down.
Dead-headed for 6th.
Yep.
In the Group 3 Bark Cummings Stakes.
Yep.
Only finished a length and a bit behind Elmandon. Both horses got out of their ground. The pace was a lot slower this time than previously, and those back markers really struggled to get into the race. But old Dean came back and he had 2 dead legs. He said he could hardly walk. Very hard horse to ride. But look, the run was good. He's come a long way, this horse. So look, maybe we might see him on Melbourne Cup Day now in the Lavazza over 2800 with blinkers on before he goes for a spell.
I think the stable are warming to that idea too, which is good. I travelled up to Matoa.
You did go
Royal
to
Matoa, and I took
Neville and the Dancing Girls.
Yeah, Guy was there with the Dancing Girls. We did see him.
Were they dancing?
No, but Guy was pretty happy to mingle with them. He never spoke to us all day.
Apparently there was a few sandwiches on offer.
Oh, I said to Neville going up, I'll look after you. You won't be short of it. Yeah,
congratulations to the club.
Absolutely best meal, not say meals, but spread of everything for the owners. They really look after the owners. And Neville, I reckon he spent 3 hours in the owners' room.
We got one down. You all right? Well, maybe we should have the ATB award to the club that serves the best meal for the owners.
They won by as far as Wings did.
Did they? So far?
Absolutely. I've been there when it's 4 degrees and I've been there when it's 34.
It's only early in the season.
Oh, righto. Well, they're in front. They've bolted to a big lead.
Yeah, maybe we can present them with the ATB award.
And the red wine's all right there too, I think.
You and Neville drank the
No, I didn't have any. I was driving, but Neville had
Never
a bottle.
stopped you before.
No, I know.
Hey?
Anyway, we better talk about the horse. And
who ran?
We had Captain Harry. Yeah, we didn't even have a winner and he enjoyed it.
What'd you think?
It probably just wasn't the...
One of your relatives? Just doing a burnout in the gravel?
Yeah. Probably just wasn't the right... the right track. We probably just drew the wrong barrier on the wrong track.
Where did he finish?
Finished 5th.
How far did he get beat?
4 lengths, getting home nicely. The winner was actually back inside us on the home turn, but got the dream run through. It was actually one of Paul Prushka's horses.
So Jack pulled the wrong rein?
He had to go where he had to go.
Did he pull the wrong rein?
No, he went where he was nowhere else to go.
Gets those wings flapping, Jack, doesn't he? You wouldn't want to be sitting next to him on the dinner table, would you, when he's got the knife and fork going? You'd be elbowed in the guts.
I reckon you'd be using your fingers because he knocked the knife and fork out of your hands.
Yeah, exactly right.
So, yeah.
Right. It's all right, just interrupt our broadcast here. That's okay. We don't mind.
Just jump in.
That's okay. That's an interruption from Channel 7 there.
That's a terrain club trying to get onto the...
Are you ever going to race down there again?
Jump outs next Tuesday.
Righto.
Anyway, yeah, look, he finished 5th and he ran well without winning.
Can he win next start?
We're going to go to Warrnambool.
Can he win next start?
Dean Yandel on, 1,200 metres. And Weary said at the trials to Neville, he'll win next start.
Is Neville going?
No, because we're actually down at our function, Darren.
Well, if Neville's not going, he's a big chance.
Well, actually, that's why we were going up, and every time we opened the phone up going to Matoa, he drifted a point. We worked it out about 2 minutes before the race. I said to Neville, you know why this horse is drifting so much? You're on course. And he goes, oh, you're right, you know. So, anyway, he's a horse that's running well.
Needs to win a race.
Just needs to win a race. Later in the day, well, their book ended it. We were races 1 and race 8. We've had Himigi J, but she ran well, Darren. We thought she was a good fresh horse, and she showed it again, finishing 2nd.
Yeah, she really charged the line after having to weave through the pack, didn't she? And just the leader had a soft run in front, and she had to come through and weave through, and she got the job done almost. And gee, she'll be hard to beat next start if she holds that form.
She would have nearly won with another 50 metres on Saturday, so she's back in form. I think there's a race at Warrnambool. There's a race at Kyneton where she won, but it just come up a bit close in time. So Weary will have her ready for Warrnambool, and I'd say she'll be something to back down there without putting a moz on her. So we're here at Ballarat today, and we had one runner was Clairvaux, and look, I think all honesty it was disappointing.
Yes, very disappointing.
Finished about 7th and
back to
off the bridle at the 800.
0 to 70 and jumped out, travelled back. Jamie Mott went for him and he gave nothing.
No.
Passed a few in the straight.
Yeah.
Crossroads.
Very much so, Darren, I think.
He's been racing for 5 seasons. Maybe he's lost interest.
Yeah, well, you know, I think at Caulfield he trucked up into the race and then he obviously felt the ground. Today you would have thought on this surface if he could just...
Beautiful surface.
He couldn't even get onto the back of one to actually get into the race, and that's what Jamie Mott said to the owners, that I just couldn't even get him close enough to get interested. And, I think interested could be the key word.
Crossroads.
Been a good horse, but I suppose they're all got a use-by date.
All right, so tomorrow, Pete.
Yeah.
What's on tomorrow?
We have runners at Cranbourne and runners
Tomorrow night.
They are tomorrow night. I'll go to Donald during the day.
So what's at Donald, Pete?
I've got Sarplain, Mothy, the horse that bounced back from
Who's riding it?
disappointing Ararat. Jack Hill, because Dean Yendel's he's grown into the mould of a Group 1 jockey now.
Doesn't want to ride on
He has
Fridays.
days off on Friday now, so great opportunity for Jack to, well, if he runs up to the Mildura run, he's going to be hard to beat in what looks a
Blinkers
week.
on, he won well at Mildura.
Yep.
Before they went over the line, there was a text from Jack Hill saying, I told him he needed blinkers, and now he's on.
Well, we've drawn 10, so we might just roll forward again, Darren.
Watch those elbows.
Put some, I reckon if he's in front at the 100, the elbows will be out there and rolling. So he goes there with a good chance.
Good each way, show.
Yeah, yep.
So tomorrow
it's
night.
hard to win your maiden, and it's a 58.
Oh, yeah.
He carries.
58 to be weaker than the maiden.
Well, that helps. That certainly
be
helps.
$1.80, Pete.
Well, he'd be odds on, I reckon. Weary's name beside it and Jack Hill on, but if you can get
Jack
another
Hill's
win.
worth of 3 points.
Oh, Jesus. Now we're in trouble.
Oh, here's Berkey.
Cranbourne, as you mentioned, at night, Darren. We have Shadow Griffo.
I think we're in race 1, aren't we?
To be honest, I don't.
Early.
I know Sunday is race 1 and race 10.
It'll take me 6 hours to get there on a Friday night.
Well, Shadow Griffo, you can talk about her first.
I'm not 100% sure she's going to run at
No.
this point, but Robbie will decide in the morning. She's drawn 12. We're just going to see how many come out and what the plan of attack is. Just in 2 minds whether to run her or put her out before the autumn. So
Yep.
stand by.
We'll know more tomorrow morning. And Ransom Money is fourth emergency, so he might be still sitting in his box tomorrow night
He
as
might
well.
get a run.
He may, yep. We'll wait and see there.
He was good, like you said.
Yeah.
He was really good. So
He's
if he gets a run, he's a chance. Who's riding him, Pete?
Dean Yendall was on him.
Yendall. He's riding Friday night, is he?
That's probably why he wasn't at Donald. So I've actually got to apologise to Dean there. I thought he was doing the Group 1 trick of having a spell. Oh, sorry, Dino. Thought you'd fell into the mould of those other elite Group 1 riders. Not quite there yet.
No.
Jeez, I did give you a biff under the ear for nothing there. Saturday, we'll go down and you'll see Wanted Diva second up in...
$31, Pete, in the Group 3. Is she that bad?
I don't think so. No, 1,200. Well, 1,000 out to 1,200. That's the first tip.
You got to put a line
Draw
through her
gate.
first 2
Yep.
runs each prep.
Well, you remember her
she's
first
on-
up to second up last time. She just went out and she won. So Luke Nolan back on, who has one on it.
Better not miss the start. Got to have it doing that.
Yeah.
You said that.
But it's Luke or the horse you're talking about?
Luke,
Oh,
you said.
righto. Oh, yeah, righto. But look, I think for $31 each way, you're just going to have something on, Darren, and hope.
She just needs to run top 4 and we get that black.
Yeah, which is obviously a big aim when you've got a filly like her.
She'll get a chance.
Sunday, Cranbourne Cup Day. We have 2 runners.
You're going.
Race 1 and race 10. Talk about drawing the short straw.
So who's in race 1?
We've got PK
Oh, yeah.
in a 64. Now,
How far's that?
I think it's 1,200. I think he kept him at 12.
Blinkers?
Dean Yendall. I don't know about the blinkers.
Done any research?
Oh, just
Last after he got just won the other day, you said
fields
blinkers.
have come out and I
You said
haven't really
blinkers.
checked them.
What have you been doing all day?
Just doing bits and pieces day. But anyway, he's probably got to lift a little on his Mildura run. Consider a 64 on Cranbourne Cup Day.
He needs to find 3 lengths, Pete, let's be honest.
Yep. Well, if he can.
Maybe that track was a bit hard up there and he didn't let down properly. So if that's the reason, then that sand-based Cranbourne track will really suit.
Suit him.
And if blinkers were on, that'd be an added bonus.
Bit of rain about, so yeah. Then after 8 races, I watched Think Babe go around, and thank God he got a run. I was worried he was going to be emergency again, but he's made the field. John Allen on, drawn 5.
What are you thinking?
Barrier 14, third up fitness-wise.
Barrier 14's a big worry.
No, sorry, 1,400 barrier 5. I think I said.
Really?
Yes.
That's
what
better.
it's meant to be, 1,400 barrier 5.
Well,
Third up fitness-wise, he's got to be a top 3 chance.
he's a spruik horse.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying he's talented. He's got ability.
We need him to
Now
win.
he needs to do it on race day.
That's exactly
Otherwise,
right.
he won't be a spruik horse.
No, he needs to show us the Think Babe form of last prep.
And Johnny Allen better stay away from that inside running.
Barrier 5, he's
If
got
I-
every chance.
He better not be going up the fence looking for runs.
Well, if you're going to do that, don't follow 100 or 1 shot.
And don't come back to Ballarat because I'll be waiting at Balan.
Monday, I think we can have a spell. Tuesday at Kyneton, we've got Millinery from the Hayes camp.
Trialled good?
Trialling up. Dave was a little bit happy about the way she trialled, and she just
Without giving anything away?
She just goes to Kyneton and has a run. No, he said
Fast run.
She said she's a good chance at Kyneton.
She's been trialling really well, and she's come back and she looks in good order.
Back from injury and done everything right, Darren.
That's a perfect track for a leader.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And Artie Sano will go around in an 1850 now.
Not the right track for him.
But they'll be given the track, which probably suits him. So
needs a give.
And the step out to 18 is nice.
Suits him.
I think so.
The only negative is the tight track.
Just
whether they can run on.
Just get him rolling at the 600, Darren.
Exactly right.
See what happens.
Commercial break.
Yeah, more noise. Then we got Carraganair the next day, which is
Wednesday.
I'm just trying to think.
Caulfield,
the middle day of the carnival.
Blue Sapphire Day.
First go at 2000, benchmark 78. Hayes pretty keen to.
Who rides?
No idea because we haven't got the field.
Surely Craig Williams rides.
Wow. Who rode him last start? Dean.
Only because Craig was suspended.
Wow.
He's been riding Craig.
Yeah, he has, and
surely he rides him.
So what the Hayes stable do?
I'll make a phone call.
You love Williams.
Well, he rides winners.
Ah, dear.
It's not hard to work out, is it?
But
he
anyway,
rides winners.
I like the philosophy of Hayes. He's in the best form of his career. So
Hayes or the horse?
Hayes, like his philosophy, he's in the best form of his career. It's the best time to try him over 2000.
Right.
Yeah.
Running Media runs the same day?
Same day at Canterbury. Glenn Schofield already booked 1100 metres, benchmark 70. Third up. I suppose there'd be nothing on the score of fitness. It should be a problem. So I think that track's generally got a bit of give in it too, the Canterbury track. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I can't even remember the last time I had a runner at Canterbury. Has Canterbury had a new name or has it been closed for a year?
I don't know. Might have been renovation. I'm not too sure. Here we go.
Hey, well,
how are you?
How are you, mate?
Good.
Look at dapper. Looking very dapper. I don't know. It used to have a lot of night moons when the Valley come along, but then...
Watching all these people coming out of the track feed, I feel like I'm on Hogan's Heroes.
I like the way they're walking, Darren. They're sort of, you know...
I've had a few.
Yeah, they've had a good day
here.
At the Hotham. Yeah.
The Hotham Hotel in Geelong.
We're standing here sober.
I know, it's a worry.
I don't think we'll be doing ATB-TV in this venue after
9 interruptions?
No, after Ballarat races. But
no, this will be the last time.
That covers all our runners. Tiberian, he's ticking along nicely, Darren.
Yeah, I've been down to Werribee a few times and watched him work. And obviously been a fair bit of press around about who's riding him and who's not riding him.
A little bit of incorrect press too.
All I'd say is I wouldn't take any notice of what you've read or heard about who's riding the horse, because none of it's right.
Still,
we know who's riding it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
We'll make no announcement till after Caulfield Cup week.
Yep.
But he's going good, the horse.
Yeah,
very happy with him.
Good. They're all happy with him, which is the main thing.
Yep. Coming around fast, Pete. Less than 4 weeks.
3 weeks next week. I think the Cup. It's unbelievable. We've got our night next Friday, so
our spring launch, Pete.
Spring launch, and I think
October. What date is it? You've given out 3 dates. Now, what is the right date, Pete? It's on the Friday night before the Cup.
20th, 20.
The 20th.
Yeah, I did put the
20th
21st.
of October. He's had the 19th, the 21st, and the 20th. But we'll go with the 20th.
Yeah.
So we're going to the Emerald.
Yes, we got.
If you haven't responded, you need to respond in the next 24 hours for catering.
I think we've got good numbers up now. Which
got
is
a big crowd, and we're going to put out our catalogue on our new yearlings for those who come along.
Which is in the process now. We have a call from Rick, which will give us our Horse of the Year.
Horse of the Year award.
We'll be doing a phantom call, and the winner of that will be our Horse of the Year, so that's good, and also our Owner of the Year, and just good to mix and mingle, Darren.
Should be a good night, and
I don't have to drive home for the first time in 2 or 3 years.
We're going to have Ladbrokes there,
and
they'll be reading out where the money's going, Pete.
Bit of Punters Club stuff, Darren.
Yeah, for the meeting on the Caulfield Cup Day, we'll have a list of where all the money's going by each race, so... Normally the money's not too far off.
Yeah.
And guy's going to come along and...
bit of intel, bit of inside info.
And he might have a few little bets to give away.
Yep.
For those lucky punters that want to get involved with Ladbrokes.
Very good.
And for those who can't make it, you need to just email Peter and ask him to send you a copy of the catalogue so that you can have a look through.
Yep.
But we're looking forward to next Friday night in the big lead up to the Caulfield Cup.
Should be good.
At the moment, that New Zealand filly looks pretty hard to beat, that mare, Bonneville.
Yeah.
She's got the right profile.
I just love the way she hit the line last start.
I know the
Caulfield.
stable's very confident. Karen McAvoy's riding.
Yep.
I assume that's common knowledge.
Well, it is now. This show with all the viewers we get.
Yes. And we went down to Cranbourne on Monday, Pete, and
Yeah.
just had a look at one of our Michelle Payne Ladies Syndicates horses. Condover Hall had a nice trial.
He was he was green, he was wide, he was all that, but geez, he kicked through the line nicely, the big fella.
I like the way he hit the line.
Yeah,
And Lady
stayer.
Mafke, she had a nice trial. She's probably got another one. But
She needs to have what Master Craftsman had.
those two horses are going well.
No, she's got them going nicely. Very patient, Michelle's, who's very much the Payne style. Just, they never rush them.
She's got the flu, Pete.
Yeah, apparently.
Not riding Saturday.
No. So
Any truth in that?
Oh,
Come on,
I've
give us
said-
the story. Come on, breaking news.
well,
We've had a bit of fake news this week on Tiberians, right? Have we got any breaking news?
You said her at the Cranbourne trials. I said her at Ballarat Beat. I said her today here at Ballarat.
She looked fit and well?
Must have brushed the flu off quick, Darren. I don't know.
Well, we'll just leave that there and let you make up your own mind.
Yeah, anyway.
Nothing like being on the spot, is it?
No, pressure on me. I just had to go with the script.
That's it. Well, this has been the longest broadcast of ATB in history. Peter will spend all day tomorrow editing out the 15 interruptions
Should have the bloopers, Darren.
by the locals staggering out after a big day at Ballarat. But we seem to know most of
Well, I
them.
can't say Ballarat don't patronise them too well. 'Cause
They had a good day, didn't they?
They all come out with their money's worth.
And just because they haven't had enough so far, they're all off to the tavern to have a few more. Good on them. I'll be going home because I'm on fire watch.
The miners' rest folk.
Well, until next week, it's a big weekend. Caulfield
Yeah.
Guineas, 1,000 guineas.
Yep.
Have you got a tip for the guineas?
No, I'll be interested.
Patchy, can she beat the boys?
I hope she can. I just like that. She's not. It's not the battle against the boys, but I'm interested to see how McAvoy's thing out to a mile goes. The thing of Dwayne Dunn's riding, whether it's gone
Royal
off or
sympathy?
not. Yeah, Royal Sympathy. But yeah, it'd be great to see Catchy win with a Cragan Air flavour.
Yeah, full. Told not to buy it on vet's advice. Great. And what about the girls?
To be honest, Darren, I haven't had a good
There's
look
only
at it.
8 in it.
But I think the thing that
I thought the 4 would win.
I think the 2.
All right.
I know it starts with S, but I can't think of its name.
Well, maybe we'll take a Quinella on the 2 and the
The
4
one
and
Mark
1,000
Zara's
guineas.
riding anyway.
All right.
How's that?
Well,
And let's hope we got a winner.
It's great to be part of spring.
Yeah, it is.
And until next week, I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti.